Hello everyone, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, your Dark Knight of Collecting, and I wanted to do a video today. I've actually been debating about whether to do it or not over the last week, but it's something that's really bothering me, and it's something that affects or could affect this channel and channels just like mine here on YouTube, and so I wanted to address it today. I have noticed over the last month or two a drop in not only subs or the consistency of subs, the viewership, and also comments that people have made to me in terms of subscribers and also notifications. Okay, and we're going to get to all of that here in just a second. But about 3 years ago, I started this channel, and it started out as a passion, a hobby, which is what I still love. I love everything I do on this channel. But it is work. It does take up a tremendous amount of time, and so it has become a second job for me. I do work full-time as a professional counselor. It's something that I love to do as well, at least most days, but that money goes toward my family. The YouTube job that I do as Batman Statue Collector, it makes small amounts of money, but it has become a second job. The amount of time that you have to put in to not only filming the content, but editing, promoting, doing thumbnails, traveling, and doing whatever else you might be doing, it does take time and it does take money. And so I do view this channel as a second job because, again, just the time commitment is time that I could be spending with my family, but I do choose to spend a lot of my time with you guys because that is, again, my passion. It's what I love to do. I love to film, I love to edit, I love to review, I love to do all of that. Well, here lately, like I said, I've noticed a drop. I've talked to other video creators as well. I've seen other video creators talk about this on YouTube outside of the collecting world that has been affecting them, and a lot of video creators out there are very worried. Now, this doesn't necessarily directly affect you, the viewer, but it does affect me as a video creator, and eventually it could affect you as well as the audience, because I feel like a lot of video creators are going to shut up shop, so to speak. They're going to shut down. They're not going to still be creating the same content anymore. And the reason why is, I'm going to pull it up on my phone to make sure I have the numbers right. But here recently, the Federal Trade Commission fined YouTube $170 million for collecting data and targeting ads to children. So basically, YouTube was targeting children in various ads. The federal government deemed that inappropriate and fined them $170 million. In turn, YouTube has said, okay, so if you are a channel that promotes or has video content related to kids, you could potentially be fined or suspended by the federal government. Not just YouTube, but the federal government. And so a lot of people are really nervous about that. So YouTube has already started targeting various family channels. I'm a big Disney fan. My family has a second Disney channel on YouTube. A lot of you might not know that. It's, you know, just rinky-dink small. It's just kind of our family adventures. But I'm a big Disney fan, so I watch a lot of Disney videos, and it's really affecting Disney. If it involves a character of any sort, so you can't have characters in your thumbnails. You can't have any sort of content that could go toward kids, or else you face these fines, because if you don't say that it's appropriate, I don't know, there's all these legal logistics to all of this. But the reason why it affects people like me is because they consider like toy unboxings and collectibles geared toward kids. And so I feel like that is why I have seen some of my numbers drop. Of course, my numbers dropping, my engagement dropping, that does affect the YouTube algorithm, and that affects the monetization that I'm bringing in for my channel. I use that money, like I said, my full-time job goes toward my family. My YouTube job goes toward making this channel better. Adding new equipment like cameras, adding new lighting or a new setup, or adding books to review, or adding statues to review, the travel expenses. If I go to conventions, I really want to travel more, and I want to go, like I was going to go to New York, and I've been to Denver, and I've been to Kansas City, I've been to California. I want to go to those places to take you along with me, But of course that does take money. It takes gas or flights or hotels and then food when you're there, the actual filming of the event, whether you have to buy a pass or not. A lot of times I get press passes, but not always. And so there is a lot of concern there that maybe a lot of video creators like me wouldn't be able to do as much anymore because they are not making that monetization income. Again, it's not a ton, but it has been enough for me to continue running this channel. Now I'm going to still run this channel as long as I possibly can because again, this is a passion for me. But I do worry about collectors or collecting channels and other things that are again geared toward kids or could potentially be geared toward kids. A lot of them are going to be shut down. And a lot of people are going to give up because they're not, again, they come to rely on that money. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that's what they try to do for a full-time job. That's the dream right there, is if you could become a full-time vlogger or a YouTuber, I would love that. I would love that, but I don't see that ever happening or being fully supported by YouTube. Some people are and have been very successful. And again, I thank you, every single person out there that watches this content, because without you, I wouldn't be to this point. But I just wanted to share that I am really concerned about what is going to happen here. I do have some sort of like crowdsourcing, you know, I do have Patreon. I've been a member of Patreon for a while. Patreon, if you don't know, I'll put the link right here. I don't talk about that very often. I don't really like to, but I have had people reach out to me saying, hey, how could I support you? I really appreciate your videos. I love what you do. How could I support you? And there's different ways, but Patreon is one of them, and basically it's a way to sometimes see videos early. There's different perks that I might send you. Sometimes there's behind the scenes footage and things like that. So that is one way to do that. You can also do PayPal Me, and that's /BSC Collecting. It's another way if you just want to support the channel in that way as well. And so I feel like there are still ways like that where if you want to support the channel, that might keep video creators going. But at the same time, I do really fear that if collector or any sort of collecting channel, or again, content that could be geared toward kids or family videos per se, I do feel like without that crowdfunding, without that monetization coming in, I think a lot of collecting channels are going to shut down potentially. Or just channels that I watch. I'm really bummed out about that because there's so many that I love, and I really feel like a lot of them are going to close down because they're not making the income that they were before. Because again, I feel like after a while you start counting on that. You know, it's become part, like I said, it's a job. Especially if you try to put a lot of work into a channel. Hopefully you guys appreciate the work that I put in. I try to make it as professional as I can. I'm still learning every single day as well. But again, I just wanted to share that with you because I fear that, you know, who knows what's going to happen in the future. But if YouTube keeps kind of coming down on channels like this and the numbers keep going down, it affects the YouTube analytics. It affects how your channel performs. It affects how or what videos are seen by a lot of people, what are recommended videos. You know, if a video of mine gets 2,000 views, but because of YouTube and, you know, what they're doing right now, it only gets 500, it's not going to trigger it as a recommended video. And so I do really worry about that, and I feel like we're just at the cusp of that. But it's all because YouTube got sued, and now YouTube is scared. They don't want to have any kind of content that they could be sued again. They don't want to be deemed inappropriate or anything like that. And again, I don't know if it was YouTube's wrongdoing in the beginning or the first place, but it's because of that ruling by the government that we are in this predicament. So I just wanted to share it with you. Again, I do appreciate your support. Again, these videos, I want to make sure that they are free, and they always will be. But I do appreciate your support. If you're one of the supporters of this channel that want to go above and beyond, I do appreciate that very much. But again, never feel like you absolutely have to. Never feel that way. But again, support, not just me, but if you have a favorite YouTuber out there that you like, go support them any way you can, whether that's just with your support with likes and thumbs ups, or if it's money. Definitely support your YouTuber because that is awesome. One of the things I didn't mention is that with all of this going on with YouTube is that I have been hearing from other collectors, other people that I know, that you're not getting the notifications. It's not sending out notifications, which again affects the numbers. It affects the YouTube analytics. People that are subscribed are being unsubscribed to those channels. So you didn't unsubscribe, YouTube unsubscribed for you. So it's things like that, little things like that, that are affecting a lot of channels out there. And you know, I don't know if it's affected all the ones that you watch, but it has affected mine, and I'm sure it's affected similar channels out there. And I feel like, again, this might be just the beginning. So anyway, I just wanted to share this. I wanted to get it off my chest because I feel like awareness is important. And again, it could affect the future of this channel in the future, depending on what keeps happening. Again, I just thank you guys for watching. I thank you for your support. If you do support the channel in that way, thank you guys very much. It just, again, means the world to me. So anyway, I just wanted to get it off my chest. I wanted to talk about it. Let me know what you think about this. You think it's, well, in my opinion, it's crap. It's just really, really frustrating, especially when there's a lot of good content that's family friendly, that's clean, that wants to put out good content for kids and families and adults that are watching as well. That's really important to me, that we keep that kind of channel here. I try not to cuss on this channel. I try not to be too negative because, again, to me, family is very important, that family image. And because I want my kids to be able to watch this content. But now YouTube's saying, well, no, we're not going to promote you anymore. We're not going to promote this type of content because of, you know, federal government watching us, and which sucks. It sucks. It just does. So anyway, I don't talk about this stuff very often, like I said. I don't know. I'm just ticked off about it. It's really disappointing. Again, thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you guys watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. YouTube might take it away, but please give it to me if you would, because that does help the channel out very much, or at least it used to. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to read them. Let me know if you support other video creators as well, with Patreon or Google or PayPal, or whatever way you support somebody. Let me know down below if that's something that you do, or if it's something you're interested in. I know I support some other video creators as well, because I feel like they do an amazing job, and I want to make sure I show them that. So again, let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to read them. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody.